Alright, welcome to another video by me, and I'm going to be going through how to create an SQL database. So when you're first starting off a database, if you're doing this through the Azure Fundamentals learning path for a certification, or if you're just creating this on your own. So I'm using a sandbox right now, but it should be completely identical to what you're seeing on your screen. So you'll go to create an SQL database, you'll go to create a resource, databases, and then SQL database. And then going through all these settings, the resource group, you put it in your own resource group if you'd like, because I am doing this resource group created by the sandbox that I'm using. So the database name, I'm putting in DB1. I'm guessing that you'll be able to create your own if you want. And then the server, gonna create a new server. The server name is gonna be SQL server, and then a random set of numbers and letters, making it globally unique. So I'm just gonna go basics here and do see this, and see that one does not work. So let's do one. Alright, so just random and something that you can remember. Like I can remember the end of that. And the location, if you're not in the East US, choose a different location. Alright, and then the authentication method, keep that on use SQL authentication. And then for the server admin login, for this activity I'll be using a different one, but I'm guessing that if you're creating this on your own, there will be some way to get that regularly. So I'm just going to do SQL user, if I can just type it right, SQL user, and then my password, all I'm going to do is capital P A two money signs W 0 RD, then 1 2 3 4, and then do that again down here. So PA 2 money signs W 0 RD 1 2 3 4, and they both match. Now I will press OK. Now that we have gone through this, and I'll come back to a couple of these at the end, but so after you select OK, then actually no, I'll go back to these right now. So want to use elastic pool, keep that on no. Backup storage, so all these actually stay the same then, if that's what I'm remembering. Alright, then the next, so it's geo redundant backup storage right here, and then no for elastic pool. Now next, networking. Now that you're on networking, there will be a completely different set of like settings. So for network connectivity, I'm gonna click public endpoint, and then I will be keeping these two right here as no, and this as default. And then after that, I think I am done with the networking, and now security. For security, for enable Microsoft Defender for SQL. If you want to start a free trial for Microsoft Defender, you can, but I am not, because I have a sandbox. So Ledger, not going to configure any of that, but that is all you need to do in security. Additional settings, you will be putting this as sample, And then the collation, it should be this for all that I know. So that's the default. And after that, you should have basically everything filled out, and then you go to review and create. And so this is what the estimated cost per month will be for this database. But for me, I will not be paying that because I'm using a sandbox through Microsoft Learn's sandbox that they have created for me. So to that, press create, validating. Then the deployment will be in process, and you wait for all of these to deploy before you do anything else. It takes a little bit. And four of these should pop up at the very end. So while this is all deploying, actually, let's go through what I'm looking at for how we're going through this. So in the Microsoft Learn certification, it's going through how to set up an SQL database. And that is kind of what I've been following along with to create this. So if you guys are also going off of this, then hopefully this will end up being faster, but I doubt it. And it is still deploying, and it will take a little bit. Alright, and now the deployment is almost done. Soon enough it should be done because we've got 4 right now. Got accepted, okay, and created. What you'll be using on a regular basis will be one of these. Now, deployment will just end. Alright, and now the deployment is complete, and it'll also come up here. You'll click go to resource. Now we've got all this. Next, we will be setting the server firewall. Alright, and so what we'll be doing, gonna allow Azure services and resources to access the server, and you will be clicking yes and then save. And then so that's successfully updated firewall rules, and then go back. So now we're just gonna test the database, and so you can go to in the Azure resources menu. So it takes a little bit, but here's all resources. Click on this. Then there's the query editor. And this password, no matter if you put it in right or wrong, will not work yet. See, I'm going to put it in, and it will not work because of the client IP address. It's not allowed to access the server. And so then you end up having to go back through the original thing. So I'm gonna go back. So I'm gonna see if it's in this one. You gotta go back to set server firewall, and then client. You gotta press add client IP, and it'll add that exact same IP address that you see. If it does not, then go back and see what the client IP address is through the error message, and put that in number by number in that. And then, alright, and then the server firewall rules are successfully updated. And so we can go back to this query editor, and now it should work if I put in the password correctly. And now I am in. So with this SQL database, I'll really have something completely different that shows up than what you will. So I'm going to be typing in will be, if I can copy and paste it, it would be great. And I thought I did. So guess not. So it'll be all caps for the first two letters. Select top 20 PC dot name as category name P dot name as product name, and then enter, and then first word is all caps, then from sales LT dot product category PC try this and just see if that's supposed to pop up, because I don't remember it. Sales LT PC. You might have to put a space after that. So then, and if it doesn't work, I'll go back and not have, then join sales LT dot product P. Alright, I'm guessing that PC is supposed to be like that. And then after that, just one more line, and on PC dot product category ID equals P dot product category ID, and then semicolon. And after that, you press run. Hopefully it will be, nope. Alright, this was supposed to be PC. PC, nope. And then this is supposed to be P. Run. There we go. And now we've got it all set up. So if it just shows what it thinks it should be, then don't go with that. Just put a space after it. So look down here. So this is a sample that is set up for us, and it's from a it's a made up company basically, and so it's showing like all the products that are being sold from this made up company on this slab. So, and after that, you have created an SQL database in Azure and successfully queried the data in that database. So, thank you for watching and have a good day.